Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for testifying today, and John, good to see you again. Both of you, if you could speak to your budget requests and the number of positions that you'd like to see filled. Are there new positions being requested, and if so, what are the responsibilities that you would like to see those new people perform?
We are not requesting any new positions. We have a full complement of 35, but we've requested funding for 33 positions, with 2 of those positions are only being requested for funding for a half a year. So at this point, that's our request is to fund the 33 positions.
And currently, you have 27 of those filled, is that right?
Currently, we have 28 of those positions
28,
filled.
okay. And what are the new positions? What do you see them doing?
They wouldn't be new positions. We have had some departures through retirements of our regulatory analyst, and we've had some of our support staff, our paralegals, and our clerk typists that have departed as well. So we're trying to refill positions that currently exist, but staff members have left.
Okay.
Representative Mustio, we'd like to have more staff, but it's not in our budget for this year. We have 7 people total in our office. That would include 4 attorneys, 1 administrator, 1 paralegal, and myself. We don't anticipate any new hires over the course of the next fiscal year. We are going to keep the same load that we have right now with the same personnel.
Could both of you answer to me the process if a consumer, whether it be a business or an individual, reaches out to you for assistance or has questions? Do you respond directly to them?
Yes, our office, we have a small call center. We have 2 staff that work that call center, and we will take in a consumer call. We'll respond directly to the consumer. We will try to work with, and we have contacts with both the utilities and electric generation suppliers or natural gas suppliers, to try and resolve the problem for the consumer. If we are not able to satisfactorily resolve the problem for the consumer, or if the problem is something such as a termination or an emergency, we then would refer the customer to the Public Utility Commission that has the authority to handle formal complaints. So we try to work informally to find a resolution.
Yes, and we do work in a similar fashion at OSBA, fielding calls from small businesses when they have an issue that arises. We also work with business groups in a larger group format. We take those calls, try to deal with them. We can work with the utilities as necessary and the insurance companies as necessary. If satisfactory arrangements are not made, it can be referred to the PUC. And in small business cases, it's interesting to note that they do have a mediation process at the PUC as it exists today, and it is not necessary to always have an attorney on hand. So small business people do have recourse when they have issues that arise that would require them to interface with the PUC.
Can you answer how you would respond if a consumer does not like legislation that was passed that was requiring them to do something? They reached out to you to complain about that. I would assume that it's not your position to advocate for that change. Is that correct?
That's correct. It's not our position to advocate for that. We try to explain to the consumer what the legislation does and what the benefits of that legislation may be to them.
Okay. I would assume
again, legislative action is taken, and our job is to follow that as the rules and the laws currently exist, and we don't take an advocacy position one way or the other.
Mr. Chairman, if I may offer a suggestion as far as it relates to the variable rates, Representative Killian and I were speaking earlier about there are some other industries, businesses out there that operate with variable rates, and we were talking specifically about the life insurance business particularly. And their disclosure forms are written in very large print with very large examples of what may or may not happen, and they're required to have signatures of the consumer as well as the person making the proposal to them. So I think what this body would like to see is if you're having some sort of complaints before we even hear them, if you could let us know that and work with us along those lines, it would be beneficial, and offer some suggestions that consumers are seeing in other areas of business as well. Thank you.
Great. Thank you.